Hi guys, it's Roxy again. First and foremost, my last video on depression and anxiety did really well, guys. It's really getting boost. I'm starting to get, and I know I'm new. I know I'm young on this. I'm fresh. I'm green, as some people would say. But I'm starting to get subscribers that I have no clue who you are, which is awesome. I'm starting to get shares. Google Plus for some reason, which I don't use often, which I'm gonna have to because I'm getting shared circles and that. You guys are doing a great job. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I tagged right and you guys have found it in searches. Let me know how you found the videos. That would help me a lot so I know how to get to you guys. Again, this is a supportive, this is a self-help, this is letting you know you're not alone videos, because a lot of us are scared of that. We are scared of being alone and we get those depressive moments. We are going to talk today, I am going to talk today a little bit about depression again. But this comes from depression in the trans community with misgendering. A lot of us with a rational brain who are transitioning, we understand that you've known us for years as our cisgender. I understand that a lot of people know me as a boy. They know me as my boy name, my legal name. That's what they've been used to for the last 25 years. So I understand that, pronouns and calling me Roxanne or Roxy, these things can be difficult for some people. It's an adjustment, and something in the trans community we need to understand is that it is an adjustment for some people. This isn't easy for some people. It's hard on us, but it's hard on them too. But the problem that we run into is people who completely refuse. And that's, I try to explain to them, it's not about them, it's about me. And it's about respect to me, but we don't always get that. And that's a problem. Every time that someone I come across, if they're like, call me a he, or call me by my boy name because that's what they're used to, and they're trying, then okay, it's not too bad. They're trying. They try to adjust to this new thing in their life because it is new to them. But what they need to remember, I'm the same person. I've been through the same experiences. A lot of trans people try to forget their life in their cisgender. And by cisgender, just in case anyone knows, that means the gender they were born in. I've discussed this in prior videos. But, yeah, all those experiences I still went through. A lot of trans people want to completely forget their lives. A lot of trans women want to completely forget their lives as boys because they felt that they never were one, which they weren't. But they still lived those lives, and they lived that way. And it's not something to forget. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, which I love Doctor Who, I do. But there was a quote when Matt Smith was regenerating into Peter Capaldi, and what he said was, we all change, and that's okay, as long as we don't forget who we used to be. And that's very important. Now, the rest of society, when they refuse, and I have someone very close to me, someone close in my family, who I can't completely omit out of my life. Because most people, if they choose to, misgender me, I don't care about them. They get admitted from my life. I don't need that negativity. But there are times when you come across somebody who you just cannot admit. It's a very close family member. And not close emotionally, but close blood-wise. And omitting that person would stop relationships with other people in my family. And no. Because those other people are trying. It's a very complex situation where I just can't. And it really bothers me. Because, it's about respect for me. Call me he. Call me by my boy's name in public. I've gone in public with them. We went to a flea market, and all the vendors are calling me ma'am, ma'am. If you need help, ma'am, let me know. Are you looking for anything specific, ma'am? How's your day, hon? Felt great. But when I was at another stall and I was being called over for attention, it was by my boy name. So it really devastated me because you already go out in public feeling like a freak, feeling like no one understands. But then when someone calls you out like that, it's like they stabbed you right in the heart, and you just completely fall apart. Now, what I did, I just ignored it. I ignored being called that because that's not who I am anymore. That's who I was, but that's not who I am anymore. If it was a slip of the tongue, again, that's one thing. But to completely ignore the rough thing that I'm going through is just unacceptable. It's unacceptable for other people to do that. So I ignored it. And, if you're having trouble on the other side, we get it. Some of us do get that you're having trouble. If you're not sure on pronouns, ask the person. They won't be offended. That's the best thing you can do, is just ask and see where it gets you. But when they refuse, it's like they're not validating your existence or validating the struggle that you go through being a transgendered person. We have fights about bathrooms. We have probably once or twice a week I see on Facebook of another transgender teen that's committed suicide because of bullying or family issues. We have, feminists don't feel trans women are real women. And you don't have to be biologically a woman to understand what it's like to be a woman or be subjectified by men. Because we are. We are subjectified by men, like, extremely. We're so... Now, sexuality is a different subject than identity, but we're so subjectified by men that there's this new term out called a transbian, where it's two trans women living together and being together. Which I'm not opposed to. I mean, I would do it. Not a problem. I'm actually talking to someone from California who wants a long-distance relationship. I'm a little iffy because of the distance, but I'm willing to talk and see where it goes. And I really actually do enjoy talking to this person. But we'll see where it goes. We understand the struggles that females go through. Because we are females. But on top of being females, we're also subjectified by society, especially the conservatives, that we're not females. And now the feminists are subjecting us. The men are subjecting us. The gay community subjects us. They really do. When you look in public, all you see, you think of trans person, and what society sees is how we've been displayed in the media. And it's changing, thank God, with Laverne Cox in, Orange is the New Black. She got a new CBS show. She's on a CBS show now. Different actors and actresses, coming out and publicly. Bruce Jenner, it does help. But when you see the past media in the last 20 years and it's transgendered, you see Jerry Springer, where we're laughed at. You see Cops, where it's transgendered prostitutes. And let me tell you something about that. The reason why we've had transgendered prostitution so much in this country is because of non-acceptance. Back in the day, back when we were transgendered, these 40-year-old transgendered people who lived transgendered for 20 years, they couldn't get a job, a 9-to-5, because no one would accept them. So prostitution and illegal activities, they had to go to. They had no choice. They had to make money to eat. Just... So when you misgender someone on purpose, it's painful. Because we do struggle so hard. We're not asking for anything special. We're not asking to be like, oh, no. No, we're asking to be part of normal society. We're asking to be treated as we feel we should. And for some reason, that's difficult for people to understand. You gotta live through it. My suggestion is and I do have one situation where I'm tied right now. My hands are tied. It's so difficult for me right now. But if someone misgenders you and purposely misgenders you, just omit them from your life. Completely. You don't need that negativity. You're beautiful. Everyone's beautiful in their own special ways. And I know that sounds like a cliche, and it is. And it sounds like, but you are. You are beautiful and you are brave. I'm standing up and I'm speaking out. I know there's others. But we are an army. And we're not fighting for anything that shouldn't already be there. We just want the rights of everybody else and to be treated like equals. So again, great on the subscriptions, great on the sharing. Thank you guys so much. I do reply to comments, so please comment. Please give feedback, positive, negative. Subscribe. Check out my Twitter. Check out my Facebook. I'm putting on Reddit now, usually under the subreddit of transgender. Do what you gotta do. I thank you guys so much for watching. I thank you guys so much for paying attention. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. Do what you have to do. If you struggle, you need help, let me know. I do apologize for the advertisement. I am trying to make a little money because I am poor, and I checked into a legal name change in my state, and it's going to cost around $1,000 that I don't have. I'm trying to progress myself. So please check out the ads if you want to. I'm not saying don't, but I do apologize if they get in your way. But everybody, please, again, I love you. You're all beautiful. You're all very special. And I love each and every one of you. So have a wonderful day. And please let other people know that they're not alone. Bye.